Hey, this is Derek Depker with Excuse Proof Fitness, and in this video I'm going to be revealing the one thing that I did that allowed me to go from eating fast food every single night to getting the motivation to stick with a healthy diet for the past 9 years straight. Now, before I did this one thing, I don't think a person could have paid me to eat healthier. It didn't matter how much my friends and my family were telling me my diet was unhealthy, I need to change my habits. It didn't matter. I was stuck in my ways and nothing seemed to make a difference until I did this one thing. Once I did this, all of a sudden I lost just about all my desire to keep eating that junk food. I wanted to eat healthy. At that point, a person couldn't pay me to go back to eating junk food and fast food as much as I was. Now, this one thing that I did was expand my awareness through education. Specifically, what I did was I read a book, and this book showed me in black and white terms what was happening to my body when I was eating all those trans fats. I could see in a very real sense through reading this book what was happening to my cells and to my hormones by flooding it with these unhealthy fats, with these excessive amounts of sugar from all the soft drinks that I was drinking, and it made it real to me. Because before that, if someone said something was unhealthy or healthy, I didn't really know what that meant. They were sort of vague, abstract terms to me. I thought, well, yeah, it's unhealthy because maybe if I keep eating this way for the next 50 years, I might get heart disease or something. So I can always change my habits down the road once I had an actual health complication. But this book showed me that, no, the damage was real. The damaging was happening to me right now. I was hurting my body. I was screwing things up with my hormones, and I had the symptoms too. My skin was all messed up. I didn't have very good energy levels, and it made everything real to me. And once I had that awareness, I couldn't go back to putting the blinders on and pretending my habits weren't having an effect on my body. So this was, of course, just the starting point. There are a number of things that I did that built up my motivation, allowed me to make a more permanent change. But this catalyst really set the pace for everything that came down the road. It set me up to want to eat a healthy diet, to give me that initial motivation I needed to start changing my habits. Now, one of the things I did though to keep up that motivation was I continually educated myself. I started reading articles, I started reading books, signing up for newsletters, listening to podcasts to keep that education going for the past 9 years. So that was something I found to be very beneficial, because I know that when I stop doing this ongoing education, my eating habits, even though I won't go back to the way I used to eat, if I don't keep that ongoing level of education and that constant reminder of why it's important to eat healthy, then what happens is I start to slip back into some less than ideal eating habits. But as soon as I reintroduce that education as to the benefits of eating healthy, and in particular the detriments of eating unhealthy, it gives me a resurgence of that motivation that I need. So below this video, I'm going to be putting some links to some of my favorite resources for health education. I really believe that when people take the time, even just a few minutes a week, or listening to a health podcast driving in their car, that constant education and reinforcement as to why it's important to eat healthy is a great thing to do for motivation. Now, of course, there's a lot of other things a person can do to get themselves motivated. This is just one of the things that worked for me. If you want to find out what specifically makes you tick with your unique psychology, you can get some more details and some more strategies in my book, How to Stick to a Diet, available on Amazon. And I have a link below this video. You could also go to excuseproof.com/diet to check that out. And you can also get my free survival guide on excuseproof.com. If you have any questions or comments, leave a note below this video and I'll be happy to address them in upcoming videos. And be sure to subscribe to this channel for more tips on getting yourself motivated to eat a healthy diet.